Good morning, everybody. My name is Haya Down. I'm the founder and CEO of Osino Resources. Osino is a gold exploration company active in Namibia. We were really born out of a success that we had a few years ago when we sold a gold project to B2Gold, who turned it into a very successful gold mine in Namibia, the Otjikoto gold mine, which is highly profitable and put these kind of large tonnage, lower grade deposits on the map. So then we started Osino. Initially consolidated a lot of ground, put some licenses together, raised some money, and then spent 2 or 3 years doing incredible exploration, which led to the discovery of the Twin Hills gold system. And that is what we are now growing and fast tracking to get it to the development stage as fast as we can. So the highlights of the company, we've made this Twin Hills gold discovery. We're active in Namibia only. We're fast tracking Twin Hills. We've got 8 rigs on the ground and doing everything we can to get it up the value curve as quick as we can. We've got a good team. Of course, we know what we're doing. We've raised money before. We've created value. We've sold companies. We totally cashed up. We've got about $20 million in the bank right now and quite a lot of warrants outstanding. And we're in Namibia, which is very mining friendly with a low political and social risk. And of course, we have an excellent share structure with Ross Beatty as our biggest shareholder, a bunch of institutions, high net worths, and significant capital from the founders and founders family, that is myself. In terms of ownership, I think I mentioned that we're about a $140 million market cap company as we speak. That's Ross Beatty over there. So the insiders and associates own about a third. The who's who of mining finance, institutional finance own about a third, and then the rest is retail and high net worth. We've had a respectable share price performance, which I think has also been partially due to not only delivery, but also very strong bank and brokerage support in Canada. And you can see a bunch of analysts there that are covering us. I'm the CEO. I think I mentioned that I'm the founder of this company together with my colleague, Alan Friedman. He's a Canadian sort of markets entrepreneur, public markets entrepreneur. I'm a mining engineer. I've built and sold companies, and I've built gold mines, operated gold mines, and so forth. So I know this space quite well. I have a very strong technical team in Dave Underwood and John Andrew, who are really highly experienced, credible exploration geologists and gold experts who made this discovery and continue to make discoveries on our ground. Very briefly on Namibia, I think the 121 audience knows it quite well, so I don't have to say too much. I think the 2 key takeaways, it's linked 1-to-1 to the South African rand, which is a weak currency. So it's got a major currency kicker in terms of operating costs. And Namibia is very amenable to permitting and building gold mines, as B2Gold demonstrated. So it's a good place to be. And I think it will enable us to fast track Twin Hills from the discovery stage and the resource stage, which it is at right now, to the mining stage. And yeah, so I think that's very positive. Okay, so this is our discovery. This is a busy slide. What you see there, all the colorful dots in the middle, that's the Twin Hills Central discovery. It's got about 1,500 meters strike length now. It's open pittable, sediment hosted, highly disseminated, so very large tonnage, reasonable grade, average grade probably around 1 gram, 1.1 gram per ton. That's average resource grade with high grade shoots in between. We put out a notable results press release a couple of days ago. And I'll just point out 3 to you, the ones in red here. For example, 330 meters at just under 0.8 grams per ton, including 94 at 1.4. So this is incredible for an orogenic type of gold deposit. Very wide intercepts, disseminated, highly continuous. And there's another one up there, 1,500 meters along, another 330 meters. Yes, these are reverse holes. But there are others, similar ones. And then we have high-grade shoots in between. So I mentioned it's structurally controlled, sediment hosted. So at the moment, we're drilling it down to the 50 by 50 meter drill spacing to get it to the inferred resource stage as fast as we can. So the plan is to put out in our first maiden resource early next year and follow that up with a PEA very quickly thereafter. We've got 8 rigs on site at the moment, drilling very actively and basically expanding this resource, doing big step outs, especially to the northeast here, in order to make it bigger and better. So just very briefly on development studies, which are already underway. underway, although we don't have a resource yet, but that's coming. So we've appointed Lycopodium, who are managing the PEA and the various specialist studies that go into it, so that we can talk about economics and resources by Q1, Q2 next year. And the plan is thereafter to keep advancing this project as fast as we can through drilling. So just to put that in context, I'm zooming out now from Twin Hills. So Twin Hills is over here, Twin Hills Central. It's part of a large gold system, 15-kilometer long, with lots and lots of exploration upside. So this is an IP image, and you can see we've got 11 high priority targets, which we are going to drill. We started drilling some of them already, and we are going to drill all of them in the next couple of months. So major resource and discovery upside in this sand-covered, newly discovered gold system in Namibia. So in terms of history, we started with nothing. We inherited it from a Canadian junior. I mentioned it's structurally controlled, so we identified this big structure, we explored along it, and that's where the big gold system is, with lots of upside along that structure. That's the Navajo gold mine, which quite a lot of people know, 20 kilometers away from us, ex-Anglo. And just a different image. So there's Navajo, great location in terms of capital and so forth. And this is our big gold system. This is where we're spending most of our exploration. But this entire Karabuk district, it's an entire gold district, which we are busy unlocking, does have other deposits. There's the gold copper prospect, which is fairly well known, a different style of mineralization. And there's lots of gold all along the structure, which we are actively exploring. Zooming higher, again, this is northern Namibia. So the blue is what we have, very large ground position, about 7,000 square kilometers. B2 Gold is obviously a well-known operator in Namibia, and so is the successors to Anglo, who operate the Navajo gold mine. That's the area where we are exploring down there. So that's really where the juice is for our company. On geology, it's a well-known orogenic belt, and we're in the center of it. So lots more to be discovered, and we are at the forefront of that. Very active exploration program. This has largely been done. We're at the tail end of that. And I mentioned earlier, very busy, not just with drilling and exploration, but also with development work. And I think next year it's going to be pretty much the same, just more of it. Drilling, in order to get us from the resource definition stage into infill drilling, growing the resource, making new discoveries, and advancing the Twin Hills Central project. So that's us. In summary, we know what we're doing. We're not doing it for the first time. We've created value before. We've got this very exciting Twin Hills discovery that we made, which is under accelerated development. Obviously, being in Namibia, I'm a Namibian citizen myself. It's a great place to be, easy to operate, and very prospective. We funded, very well funded, more than $20 million in the bank right now, which will see us all the way through next year. So no financing anytime soon. And we've got an exciting and large exploration pipeline with potential for regional consolidation. So we believe we are a low risk, high return opportunity. Most of the risk in terms of geological risk and financing risk has been mitigated. We are funded. We have made the discovery. So now it's almost a mechanical process of just delivering, executing, getting it done. Thank you very much. That's Osino.